Welcome back, guys. We're here with a bunch of our friends and Elisa from the District, the Monroe County Waste Management District.
Yay!
Thanks
for
so much for
joining
being here.
us today. So wait, we're talking about trees.
Trees.
That's right.
We got some leaves.
And look what's happening outside. Look at all these beautiful leaves.
They are
The trees
great.
are beautiful right now.
Changing colors,
Oh.
aren't they? That's right. And this, I want you to think of what parts of a tree, for instance, are like a part of the human body. Let's start with the trunk, for instance. I want you to stand up and show me what part, okay?
What part?
What part? But what part of the body? The chest and the legs that holds the tree up, right? Now I want you to think about, what about the branches of a tree? What part of a human body would that be like? What?
No, this is
The arms, okay?
Arms.
Now how about the roots of a tree?
Oh,
can't
that's a
see,
tricky
right?
one. That's a tricky one.
feet and toes.
But that's right, the feet and the toes.
Good
And then
answer.
how about the leaves? What?
Our fingers.
Our fingers, or maybe even our
Hair.
hair.
The pretty part of the tree.
That's right. Okay.
Mine is
So-
very pretty.
Yeah, yours
Now,
is amazing.
there are a lot of ways that we can identify trees, but the main three ways that scientists identify trees are through the leaves, right? Okay. And through the bark, touch your stomach, okay, like the bark of a tree, and through something that's generally really small, but doesn't have to be really small. It's different sizes depending on the species of tree. And what is that? It's the
Seed.
the seed. So I need a volunteer to become a tree.
Oh.
Who's going to be my volunteer? You're going to be my volunteer.
She's ready.
I'm
So
up and
let's come right
Oh,
over
going
here.
up. Okay, man.
I'll
Wait,
take it.
you're
I'll
gonna
take
right
it.
over
Hold
here.
down the fort,
Okay.
Maddie.
Okay.
And I need to get something or a prop.
She's gonna become a tree.
Right.
So what was the
Whoa.
part of the tree that we needed to grow from?
Seed.
The seed. That's
Seed.
right. So I want you to get down on the ground really, really small. Okay? And we're going to use this. It's just a poncho. It's decorated with me. Do you want to help me
I
with
will
this?
help you.
Okay. We're going to cover her up. She's a big seed.
Oh, she's a great seed, though. She is a little big.
Now, as she grows, this is just a seed and it's growing and it has to be comfortable in the soil, right? The right soil, water, and temperature and sunlight. And as it grows, it's going to become a seedling. And a
Whoa.
seedling looks just like a stick, okay? Just like a stick, okay? And if it's evergreen, it has little tufts of hair on top. That's all you can see, the needles on top,
Okay.
okay? But for a seedling, for a deciduous tree where the leaves fall off the tree, just like a little stick. Then as it grows again, it's a little bit bigger.
growing.
Okay, it's a sapling, it's getting a little bit bigger. And then an intermediate tree, and then a
Whoa.
mature tree. Look
Not
at
even a
that.
mature tree.
Beautiful
Okay.
tree.
And then in a mature tree, all sorts of insects can gnaw on it as well. And,
Okay.
and birds can land on it.
On these
raccoons
nice
can land on it.
branches, the
That's
birds can
right.
land on.
And then so lots of creatures will burrow down into the roots, into the soil. And so it's a habitat for many, many different creatures, which is why we need to plant a lot of trees and bushes.
What's a habitat? Is that what you said? That's a good question.
And that's a good science term too. There are special areas that we need all over the world that help animals have food, shelter, and water and places to raise their young and cover. So, and we also need that in our yards too. That's why it's so important that we plant lots of trees and bushes and dense vegetation in our yards. And that's also important why we recycle, because then we can save all these habitats.
Okay.
So here we have this beautiful tree, but you know, as the tree ages, what happens? We've got storms.
Uh-oh.
Right, lots of storms.
Oh.
I think some leaves would fall off.
And some leaves would fall off, and before that occurs, and then there could be lightning, or the tree could be diseased too. So if the tree gets a disease, then what's eventually going to happen as it matures and ages, it's going to fall over, bits and pieces that will fall over until maybe the whole tree will fall over at one time. They haven't fallen.
Now she can fall.
Oh, careful. Let's try that again.
Here, you can fall over with me.
So, fall over. Okay.
And we fall over like a tree. Come on. There we go.
Now, when that tree falls down, water falls on it, snow falls on it, right? So let's come over here and get some other things over here.
Oh.
And would you lay down? Lay down.
You gotta be falling.
Yeah, okay. Now, can I have a helper to help me put some of these things on here? Okay, and let's have you come up here, okay? And let's have you come up here, okay? So let's all gather around over here. We're gonna find out what's in this little basket that I have. So here's the tree.
What is all that?
It doesn't look like a tree anymore because now it's gonna become a log hotel. Okay, we're gonna find out what's going on here. So little creatures will like to squiggle in there, and you'll have this little
Oh, a
snake,
snake.
over here, snake over there. Put it on.
The
put it
snake
on
will be on the log, I
That's
see.
right. And then there'll be frogs that let.
I'll put a frog
on.
on. There we go. Here's a frog.
And oh, here you go. It's a mouse. Okay, mouse. And skunks and squirrels and lots of creatures will burrow around here.
All right.
Now, other things that are going to grow on here. Other things will grow. Oh, here's some other things. Some lizards. We'll put the lizards on. Okay. And some moss will grow on here, depending on the temperature. Some flowers
some moss.
too. Go around there. You can put a flower on there too. And then when it snows, let's take some snow between the two of you.
Well, we're gonna keep working on this, and we will be right back. All right, you guys. So snow happens. What other seasons do we have going on?
All right, so we have this dead tree that's become a habitat. What happens next?
Okay. It breaks apart and decomposes through the seasons, and then perhaps a seed will grow.
Oh, okay, so from the tree that fell, a new seed will grow in a new tree.
It's the circle of life.
There you go. So, Lisa, you have another activity for us, right? As we
I
learn
sure
about
do.
trees.
Let's try out some tree yoga.
Tree
So everybody,
yoga?
Let's come over here. Let's get in 3 lines.
All right, guys, let's get in 3 lines over here so we can do this yoga. One right here.
You wanna go do the yoga?
And then one right here.
Stand
and
over
then
here.
one right here.
Okay, get in line.
Perfect. Wonderful.
And
Wonderful.
you're going to
Wonderful. I'll get in
follow
this back
what
line.
we're doing.
All right.
Now, everybody,
One right here.
you can see that I've got my the trunk right here, okay, the bark, okay? So what I want you to do is I want you to put your foot up, 1 foot up below your kneecap or above your kneecap, whichever is the best, and balance. Go like this, like this.
Oh, wow.
Okay, like this. Okay, balance, balance, balance.
That's
and maybe
hard
a
to
bird
do.
will
This
land
is
on your
hard.
branch, right?
all
Okay,
over.
try the other leg too. It's easier if you just place it like this, like this. Okay, and let's say you're a willow tree. You're gonna bend your branches down, bend them down like this. Okay, or you're a wide maple tree, go like this. Or maybe you're an oak tree, stand on your tippy toes, or an evergreen tree. Okay. Look at all this wonderful, look at all this forest. And then you can even do something like this. You can stand over here and you can be demonstrating this with me, okay? And so I want you to get in your position with your yoga tree, like just like this, okay? And we're gonna put our hand together, just like this. We're gonna be joined into a grove. Can you guys form a grove of trees?
Join
Like
a
one
grove
hand up,
with me.
One hand up like this.
Make a grove with
Other
me.
hand up. Look at this. Look at this grove
I'm a
of
grove.
trees. You're a
We're a
habitat for
grove.
so many creatures, and you're helping animals and humans.
This girl's
Look
falling
at
over.
that.
Stay up, bro. Stay up.
This grove is tumbling.
And remember, your forest a different. Maybe you can see seeds and saplings, right? So here's a seed over here. Then we've
we're
got,
with seed
because a
now.
forest has different ages in it, right? Everything's growing and dying at the same time. So some of you are going to be what? You're going to be just a little seedling.
Oh, I see.
Okay, a little seedling, and then a sapling, right? And the mature tree, but at all different times. So everybody's not going to be at one stage. That's the beauty of the forest, right? That's what keeps everything alive.
So I'm a seed and you're a full-grown tree.
No, I'm not. I'm a, what do you call the
sapling?
second stage? I'm a sapling.
Oh, a sapling.
She's a sapling,
I make a good tree.
You're a
And
seed too,
let's
all
try our
right.
yoga trees again. Oh, okay.
Yoga tree.
And let a bird sit on your branches
A
too.
bird.
Everybody. Oh, there we go.
There's a bird.
There's a bird. Good job, everybody.
That was great, guys. All right, well, Lisa, we'll be back with more activities from you, right?
That's
right after this, guys.
I'm going to keep practicing
Keep doing
my
it.
balancing. Watch me.
That's nice, Maddie.
I'm a tree. It's windy out. Welcome back, guys. All right, we're all here and we're doing something fun. Elisa, what are we doing?
We are going to make magic wands or
Magic
wizard wands.
wow, look at
That's
that.
right.
Wow.
So we can use just a regular twig that's fallen down on the ground, okay, and would otherwise just decompose, okay, and break apart, or we can use a piece of cardboard that can be recycled. So
very
some
cool.
of you will have cardboard, some of you will get a twig, and what you're going to do is you can start out and get a piece of tape ready, and you're going to tape the end of the ribbon right at the very base of this twig over here. Then you're going to wind the ribbon around. We just use one ribbon for today. And then you can tape it right here. And if you want, you don't have to have it hanging down like I had on this one, or you can have it hanging down, just like this, okay?
Like magic is coming
That's
out of the
right.
wand.
Okay, here's the magic. Be
awesome.
careful with that. It's
Oh,
a
thank you.
magic
Oh, I'll be
wand.
very careful.
Oh,
Great
so
power
yes,
comes with this.
okay.
Maddie,
So-
you want to pass out some of these?
You know what? I think we're ready. Are you guys ready?
Ready?
Make some
Ready to make
magic
some?
wands?
All right.
Right.
We're making
get out the
magic out of
supplies.
nature is what we're doing. Here, why don't you do sticks?
I'll do sticks. Me and Elisa will do sticks.
Who wants
let's
a
have
All right,
cardboard
passing
one?
those out.
Anybody want a
Little one over
cardboard
here.
one?
Here you go,
Okay.
guys.
And you can use this one.
Here's
Be
some-
careful.
here's
There's
some
one
wands.
here.
Cardboard?
Here you go.
And
Anybody?
some cardboard over here.
You want cardboard?
And we got some scissors to cut the tape. Here, you guys.
Who
Grab a stick,
wants
grab a wand, grab a wand.
That's okay.
Wand.
That could be
Wand?
another magic part of the wand.
Anybody want cardboard?
Wand?
Or
Yeah,
if
you are
want, can break
Hermione.
it off, too. Or it
No.
could be a nice
Wand? Do you want the short one or you want a better one? All right, that's what I thought. There's your one. No, I'm
And
sorry.
does everybody have
I
some
should have known
yarn?
better.
Okay. So
I
let's
should have
look at
known.
this yarn.
I should have known
Unwind it.
that this is the wand for you.
What?
Okay,
What?
let's unwind it right over here.
That doesn't like Harry Potter's
And let
one.
me,
You're right.
let me show you
guys
over
all
here.
got scissors
So
to
what
share?
you're going to do,
Here, take
tape
some.
it right
I'm
here.
gonna give these to people.
You can tape it or tie
I'm
it.
giving
So
them
tape it
sticks.
right
Give
there.
them sticks. Here, take a couple
That's
scissors.
it.
Okay.
All right, you got
Press
one.
You guys all want sticks?
Just like
Sticks?
this. And now you
Got a
got to
good
wind
one?
it around.
I know.
So go ahead and wind it around,
Here,
just like
give me
this.
some of these.
Hold it, wind it.
Yes?
Okay, and you're going to do the same thing, and we're going to get scissors
All right,
here.
I'm
in
going
a
to start
second.
asking them questions.
Okay. Since we got
No, we can't
scissors,
do really
keep
long
winding it
ones.
around. That's it.
Here's one.
You can do that.
All right, do you guys know what you're doing?
Here's a skinny one.
Yeah?
Okay. And do you want it hanging down or not?
How about this
Want it
one?
hanging down like this? Okay.
Yeah, you can go. Of
And we
course,
just
go.
need a scissors. Do we have
Make your
scissors?
wands.
I think we.
Do you need one?
So, Lisa, we have about a minute left to make these wands. What are we taking away from today about trees and about, these awesome wands?
Plants.
Plants.
It is so important that we plant lots of different levels of bushes and trees all over our yard so that animals have the proper habitat and humans also can benefit from the clean water that trees provide and the oxygen and all the habitat and the wonderful things that trees do provide. It's all the forest products that we use too.
Right. If we're nice to them, they're nice to us. And it
That's
makes
right.
a beautiful world. So remember to live, learn, and play the Friday's own way.
We'll see you
here
next week.
Okay, I want to make a magic wand.
Let's make 'em.
I do like